Hey guys, good morning, it's Tony. Before I start the video, I wanted to say please like and subscribe, comment what you guys think of the current market right now, the stock market, the crypto market, because it's been extremely crazy. Thankfully, if you want to join the Patreon, we have I don't want to say the strategies that we have going on the Patreon. I just want to say that as of right now, we have something going on and it's been extremely accurate. If you want to join, you want to find out what it is, join the Patreon. Definitely recommend it. We have some people right now that are starting, or they're starting their journey to get funded on their 200K Forex account. And they just started trading like maybe a month or two ago, and they're already looking into getting funded. And then we also have, I'm currently testing another strategy that, me and my stock chat or my Patreon stock guys I've been doing. And, so far right now, it's been, I think, 7 for 7. So 100% accuracy rate. It's pretty good, man. Everybody's doing something really good. And like I said, I like being very secretive. I like to keep everything very behind kind of like a wall, because I don't like giving this out, right? It's only my Patreon members are there because they are my Patreon members, right? If you support me as a channel, cool. If you want to join, that's fantastic. Thank you. If you want to learn how to trade or what things that I certain do, then fantastic. But highly recommend the Patreon because there's a lot of super insane things that are going on. But I just want to say, thank you everybody for the continued support. I know I've been lacking on videos and stuff. It's been extremely, I've been extremely heavy on time right now, whether it be family stuff or just things from work. And there's a reason I can't make a lot of videos at a time. And I spend a lot of my time in the Patreon chat or just, with people that are part of the Patreon, right? But I have to, I'll start making more YouTube videos. It's just, there's been a lot going on, right? And it's extremely difficult to just keep making videos every single day when I have a lot of other stuff to worry about, right? But I'm gonna try to get back on the videos, try to get back to make, just post regularly like I used to, because I know I used to post like 5 videos a day, and I know I gotta get back to that. It's just been, there's been a lot of stuff going on, right? And I do want to apologize about, not posting as often, but I'm gonna try to post a lot more often. But I wanted to talk. I wanted to go into, but again, like, subscribe, comment what you guys think of the market, because everything is absolutely crazy. I did want to go into the dollar index, right, the DXY, and I wanted to not really make an extremely long video about this, but to kind of get you guys into the perspective, we are currently hitting I know there's a lot of stuff going on, but let me delete a couple of things. I know that it's been extremely funky in the market and everything going on, but currently right now we are getting resistance, right, at that huge trend that we have that's been going on since, I think, 2001, right? So this trend, this low trend, has been going on since 2001, which is right here, right? February 2001. It's been, July 2001. And then we had a second touch on March 2002, I think. So, this downtrend had started all the way back here in 01, 02, of 2001, 2002. So this is a 20-year trend that if we break out of this, right, if the DXY, if the dollar index breaks out of this, my target for this would actually be all the way up here, close to like 118, right? So we would see the dollar at prices that we haven't seen since 2000, literally since the year 2000, the year 2001, 2002, right? And I think that we can definitely get there, and that would be extremely bad for the stock market, for crypto in general, right? If we do not go down from here, if we do not bounce down from here, right? If we do not trail down, if we do not completely correct from here and come all the way back down to roughly $91 or so, you can call it quits in the stock market, right? You can call it quits on the stock market. You can call it quits on crypto, at least for a while. Because if the DXY breaks to the upside, you have the dollar. The dollar is going to go up extremely high in value, and it's going to completely crush everything, right? And the dollar has just been on a huge bull run ever since May of 2021, and it just hasn't stopped. Like it's been going absolutely ham, right? And right now, at least on the daily, right, it does look like we are seeing some sort of resistance on this month trend. But if this, for whatever reason, breaks to the upside, we're completely fucked, right? I'll tell you guys that right now. We're kind of completely effed. And it does look like right now we are coming down a little hard on the DXY. And it looks like we might see a double top here, right? It seems like, we had that first touch perfectly, right? Perfectly on trend. We had that first touch on trend, second touch. So we might actually be seeing a double top on the 4 hour right now being created. Very, very easily spottable double top, right? So you might see the DXY maybe come down to possibly like this level, back to this previous trend that we had on, I think this was on the weekly. So the second level trend was back from also March 2020, which is that most recent peak. You might actually see us come down here. If this breaks, we'll probably go back to like $98, $99, $98. Which is extremely good for crypto and extremely good for the stock market overall, which means that more than likely we can be extremely bullish, right? FOMC is also tomorrow, I think, but as of right now, I do think the DXY, or at least the dollar, is coming back down to maybe $102, which means it's pretty good for our side. It means it's really, really good for the stock market, because that means that short term we can possibly see another big rally or push to the upside, which is what we're kind of sort of seeing here, right? The dollar is bouncing, right? Think about it this way. The dollar bounced here, right? That's why you saw this huge push on the DXY, right? The dollar pushed like right around this area. That's why you see this jump. This jump has nothing else to do with anything else, no news. It has to do with this retrace, right? With this retrace from the dollar, right? If this keeps pushing down like this, then the market is going to keep going up. Crypto is going to go back up, right? What we want ideally is we actually want the dollar to come back all the way down to this level right here. We want it back at like 89.90, which is exactly where we were in November, I think. November, I think it was November, like around here. November. So we were right, I think, where were we? There we go. So this was March 2018, May 2021, December 2020. We had a second peak in November, like right here. So we at least want the dollar to go back somewhere around like the $94 range for us to actually keep running to the upside on crypto. And I think this can definitely help. Is it going to happen? No idea. Absolutely no idea. We are hitting we are hitting divergence right here. But we're actually we kept breaking highs, right? Like look at this, right? You hit a downtrend, and you actually broke these highs. And you went straight to that 20-year trend. So we either bounce down from here and go all the way back down, or this completely moons to 118 and it completely destroys the stock market and crypto market altogether. And you can expect a couple of year you could probably expect a couple of year bear market on both markets, say the stock market and the bear market. And I would be completely confident saying that if we do break this downtrend from early 2000s, right? So if you break this 20-year downtrend, I think 100% we're going to 118-ish, around that level for the DXY. And you can count on the stock market and the crypto market continuing its trend to the downside. And if it does end up rallying, I do not think the rally would actually be as strong as before, right? So you might see another rally to 60, 69K again, and we might not break those all-time highs. I mean, we might come all the way back down, right? Because thankfully, Bitcoin is actually trading sideways, which is actually really good right now, right? For the week, it's actually been trading sideways, right? We actually closed. As of right now, I'm actually fully bearish on Bitcoin, simply because we're trading a bear cycle on the weekly, right? But we're really not that low, right? We closed at 39.7. We're at 39.5 right now. So we're only trading $200 under where we closed that bear weekly like 3 weeks ago, which is extremely good. We're basically trading sideways on a bear cycle, which is extremely bullish, right? So I'm waiting for another bull trigger to happen for us to keep pushing to the upside, which might actually happen in the next 2 or 3 weeks or so. I think we might actually close a bull trigger. And if that happens, I'm completely back into crypto, and I'll be buying more positions, right? But yeah, DXY, super funky spot to be in. As of right now, it is showing signs of weakness around this level, which is absolutely fantastic. But I think the more probable case for the DXY is that, here we go, is that it comes down like this, and then from here, it probably bounces up like that, right? I think that's the most probable case. I don't know if it's going to come all the way back down to, 90 bucks to where we want it to, which was back in the November levels, right? Like back in November where, you had the most recent, peak to the upside for crypto and the stock market, right? So if it goes back to those levels, then that's fantastic. I think the most probable outcome is that it comes down, retouches trend here, which is the weekly trend that got started, I think, in 2001 or something, or 2021, and then we bounce up and break this downtrend and we run to 118, which would kind of destroy the market. So as of right now, this is what it looks like. I want to see, we're actually going to be closing a bear day today. I want to see if we actually react to that, because the two most recent times we did nothing. You actually had a bottom and then you just kept pushing to the upside, but you weren't bouncing off of this 20-year trend, right? This 20-year downtrend. So we got to wait and see what happens. If it comes down here and then breaks lower, we're 100% going down to like 99 bucks, which is fantastic. But if it breaks here down to this downtrend and then it completely retests and then jumps back up and breaks above this 20-year downtrend resistance, where I can comfortably say that the stock market and the crypto market is, I don't want to say completely fucked, but it is definitely going to be harder to push to the upside. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.